Hey, so I want to start with an easier type of number 67 that you were talking about, which I have here in the middle. So if we want to figure out what C value is gonna make this whole piecewise continuous, well, this whole top piece is continuous everywhere because it's a line. This whole bottom piece is continuous everywhere because it's also a line. What we need to happen is to make sure at 2 right here, when x is 2, that these two pieces match up, meaning that they have the same y value. That's the whole idea. So what we do is this. In that top piece, when I plug 2 in for x, let's see what y value we get. Well, if I plug 2 in for x, we get 7. Okay? That means for the second piece, when I plug 2 in for x, we also have to get 7 because that would make these two pieces match up and make the entire function be continuous. So when I plug 2 in for x, that becomes 4. So that becomes c plus 4. And if we want that to be 7, we just set it equal to 7, and then c is 3. Well, same idea for the second one here, only now we have two disjointed spots. We need these first two to match up at -1, and we need the second two to match up at +3. So when I plug -1 in for that top piece right here for x, well, there is no x, so I get 2. What that means is when I plug -1 in for x in the middle piece right here, I have to get 2. So when I plug -1 in for x there, that's going to become -1a plus b, and I need that to be 2. So I set it equal to 2. But if you have one equation with two missing variables, you can't solve it, and that's where the second one comes in. So if I look at the bottom, if I plug 3 in for this bottom piece, I get -2. That means in the middle, when I plug 3 in for x in the middle piece right there, I need to get -2. So that would become 3a plus b, because I'm plugging 3 in for x, and I have to get -2. And I'm not going to finish it the rest of the way, but basically you get a system of equations here that you can use substitution or elimination or whatever you prefer, but that will find you what a and b is. For the second one, I don't really like the directions on the second one. The intent of the question is, okay, if you have this function, it's saying find the x, use your graphing calculator. It's wanting you to use your graphing calculator. But use your graphing calculator to find an x-intercept between 0 and 1. I don't know what this graph is doing, but like it's crossing the x-axis here between 0 and 1 somewhere, and it wants you to graph it and just refresh your memory how to find an x-intercept with your graphing calculator. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but remember you do second calculate in the top row, and you look for your root. You select the root option, and then you have to do left bound, right bound, and find that x-intercept. I wouldn't worry about the whole zoom in option because you're never going to use that, to be honest. And this question doesn't come up on your quiz today, but you're going to have to know how to use that skill moving forward. So let me know if you have any other questions.